shortened neck or elongated neck. You see, all that I did is straightened my back and opened my shoulders. Feminine energy is really attractive because it is rare and it is desired. It is like a diamond for men and even for other women to find. Rare, valuable, and often hard to get, even when it's found. Femininity is not about being weak. It is a power that comes from connection. It comes from empathy and softness. It is attractive. Today we will learn to develop that feminine body language that is important to add to your personal message that you want to deliver through your feminine dressing or makeup. Because what's the point of just looking feminine if you don't know how to carry yourself like one? Men are naturally drawn to a woman who embraces her feminine side. Every woman wants that subtle confidence and the power she holds without being dominating or alpha or masculine. This isn't just about the clothes a woman wears or the way she styles her hair, although that can contribute to it. It is about the essence of her being, the way she carries herself with grace and empathy, and how she expresses her true self. Today, more than ever, these feminine traits are gaining recognition for their unique power in relationships. It is about a woman's feminine ability to be soft, her intuitive understanding of her emotions, and her gentle yet profound strength. These qualities are like magnet, drawing others towards her in a world that often pushes women toward toughness and competitiveness. A lot of executives and corporates, especially women that work with me for self-image coaching, confide into me that with their success, it becomes difficult for them to find the right man or to be able to create a connection where you don't reflect that alpha side, the survivor side of your image. So get ready for the first body language guide. Do more hand gestures by bending your elbow rather than moving your whole arm. It is so good to see you here. Did you see how quickly the same woman can look completely different and can communicate something completely different about herself just by where you bend your elbow, just by your hand gestures? The one with hand gestures by bending elbows is far more controlled. But notice it is still powerful. You're not shrinking your body, you're still taking space. And that is why this is a feminine yet a power pose. For tip number 2, what looks better? Shortened neck or elongated neck? Now for the feminine twist, elongate your neck on one side and turn that side towards your audience or your date or camera. That slight head tilt makes you appear more feminine. It's a little sensuous, a little glamorous, but not over the top. Watch the difference. Get ready with your legs for the next one. Cross your legs by nesting your knees instead of crossing your ankle over your thigh. Now you could sit however you want to, whatever makes you comfortable, but if the goal is to appear more feminine, then avoid something that looks extremely dominating or very masculine. And crossing your ankle over your thigh is one of those poses. But any kind of body posture where you can open your body for a few minutes before something important really helps you come across as a leader and take more space. But in today's video, we are talking about appearing more feminine. For the next one, let's talk about your body posture. Simple question, what looks more feminine? This or this? So you see, all that I did is straightened my back and opened my shoulders. There's a difference between opening your shoulders to appear more feminine and to take pride in the body that you have versus the difference between poking your chest out. Ever seen women walk like this? That's not feminine, but just opening your shoulders slightly is how you appear a lot more feminine. Now let's talk about your standing posture. Stand by keeping your feet much closer together than actually what feels natural. So typically, if your feet are in line with your hips, it feels natural and comfortable. But try to bring your feet closer than that. And notice how you start to feel and look more feminine. After standing, let's move on to walking. Try to walk with your feet closer together and lead with your hips. Notice that most women lead with their shoulders. Instead, use your hips. A little sway in your hips makes you appear more feminine. This little sway in your walk takes a little practice. But once you master it, you can use it to your advantage. We can do so much with our body language. When do you want to come across powerful? When do you want to come across feminine? Learn all of these skills and use it in the right situation. All my self-image coaching topics are connected to one another. You can't just develop feminine body language and not know how to dress feminine or not know how to do that feminine makeup that can make your features appear softer. It shows in person. This can also be reflected in your photos, so you can completely control how you want to appear either in person or in pictures. But ultimately, you've got to be ready in here to show up as either that feminine woman or that powerful alpha woman. And the beauty is when you have learned the tricks of the trade, you can use it to your advantage. And I do not believe that you need to be all masculine at your workplace. Apart from the sway in your hips, walk so that your footprints would show up in the snow almost in a single line, as opposed to two parallel dashes next to each other. Now let's learn some hand movements when you're talking. Remember earlier we talked about hand gestures by bending your elbows only. Right now we are talking about using your hands more than your arm itself. So for instance, if you want to point at something like this, do this. For the next one, sit up straight while eating. Don't lean your weight on the table to support your weight while you're eating. Eat in small bites. Eat slowly. Use a napkin. Simple things, but major impact. This video is not about pushing women into a certain mold or suggesting that there's only one way to be attractive. Instead, it's a celebration of the qualities seen as feminine and how they contribute to meaningful, deep connections. It can completely change your impression if that's what you're aiming for. And at the end of the day, it's a perception. Like when I cut my hair short, everyone used to say, short hair does not make you look feminine. But trust me, the day I cut my hair, it completely changed me, because only I know that before I cut my hair this short, my hair was not making me feel feminine. It was losing its texture, its volume, and frankly, it was just tied up in a bun all the time. Forget about feminine, I wasn't even feeling like a woman who wanted to show up. But developing a good body language, developing a good self-image, learning what looks good on you, how you can switch between the image you want to reflect, because in every outfit, in every social situation, you may feel like a completely different person. Your body language, your clothing, your makeup, your mindset, everything should be under your control. You like today's video? Then hit that like button and subscribe and share this video with your loved ones. Do follow me on all my other social media accounts and consider becoming a member of this channel for some exclusive content. I'm 𝐕𝐿𝐴 𝐸𝐻𝐾𝐫, your self-image coach. If videos on topics like these excite you and make you want to try something new that you can do with yourself, then imagine what one-on-one coaching with me could help you with. Your options to work with me are very clearly visible on my website when you click 𝐕𝐿𝐴 Just fill out a form and schedule a complimentary phone call with my team member. I will see you next week. Until then, continue to blush with me.